And then there's Each Way Albo. We call him that because he says one thing and then changes it to something else. And yet again, another example of it. Remember when the Labor Party said that they would spend $14 billion on a Gillard-esque building the education revolution, spend on buildings in schools?
Local public school has to be well-resourced, well-funded, have the ability for teachers to work one-on-one with kids who are struggling, have programs for gifted and talented children, music, sport, art, coding, maths, science, great facilities.
Well, guess what? They've dumped their own policy that they came up with not 3 years ago, but they were talking about just 3 months ago. Each Way Albo? Well, here's Tanya trying to explain why.
Of course, halfway through an agreement, as we are now, we're not going to start talking about what will be in the next agreement.
It really does remind me about that other Each Way. Remember when the plan was to spend $6 billion to bribe people for vaccinations they already got for free?
This is just a practical suggestion. It's constructive. I'm disappointed the government has reacted the way that they have, given that the Chief Medical Officer, Dr Kelly, said earlier this year we need to provide every incentive possible for people to be vaccinated.
And then they dumped that policy as well. So $14 billion gone on schools, $6 billion gone on vaccines, a $3 billion mistake when it comes to how they read the budget, a bloke who doesn't understand the difference between employment and unemployment in terms of the figures or the reality, and this bloke thinks that he's 10 points in front. Good luck. He is being exposed by the hour, let alone the day. So before I get to a great panel this evening, here are the questions the media should ask, but he won't answer. Who's going to pay more tax? Why is climate a bigger threat than China? Who pays for the 43% climate cut by 2030? Who will be his defence minister? Will KK, once she gets out of isolation, be on the borders or the budget? And who's really in charge, the Mean Girls or the Greens?